Hello everyone, my name is Miss Tina and today I'm at the Palos Heights Public Library for our Kindergarten Ready story time. And this week's story time is going to be all about animals that you see in the spring. Okay, let's get right to it, and we always start off our story time with a hello song. So to say hello, we take our hand here and we put it at the top of our head and we say hello. And to say friend, we take one friend here, and they give each other a hug. So let's start our story time song. Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends, it's time to say hello. Great job. So our first book is called Caterpillar Spring, Butterfly Summer, and it is by Susan Hood. And this book is a very special book because it is a pop-up book. It's a caterpillar spring, a fiesta, a field day, a fling. A fine time for stepping out, a fine time to wiggle about. It's a caterpillar song, bugs sing, bouncy, bouncing along. Stretching high, they swing and sway, dancing in a springtime ballet. So many colorful bugs. It's a caterpillar treat. Baby bugs gather round to eat. A time to chompity-chew, munching leaves as they march through. It's a caterpillar sigh as new friends fly high. Goodbye. He bounces and leaps and springs, but he can't fly without any wings. It's a caterpillar sleep. It's long and cozy and deep. Awake to a woodpecker drumming, it's a butterfly summer. And there's the butterfly. He's just flying away. Great job. Okay, now this next song is about the life of a butterfly. And you can just follow along with me. I'm a caterpillar, wiggle with me. I'm a caterpillar, wiggle with me. I'm a caterpillar, wiggle with me. What'll I be, my darling? I'm a chrysalis, sleep with me. I'm a chrysalis, sleep with me. I'm a chrysalis, sleep with me. What'll I be, my darling? I'm a butterfly, fly with me. I'm a butterfly, fly with me. I'm a butterfly, fly with me. Fly with me, my darling. Great job. Okay, our next book is about tiny, tiny little bugs that we see all the time in the spring and summer. Can you guess what they are? They're flies. They're everywhere, aren't they? Okay, so this book is titled Tiny Little Fly, and it is by Michael Rosen and Kevin Waldron. My, oh my, tiny little fly. Tiny little fly sees great big toes. Tiny little fly sits on elephant's nose. Great big elephant winks one eye, says to himself, I'm going to catch that fly. Great big elephant winks the other eye. Tramp, crush, tramp. But off flies the fly. My, oh my, tiny little fly. Tiny little fly says, what's this here? great big hippo and settles on his ear. Great big hippo winks one eye, says to himself, I'm going to catch that fly. Great big hippo winks the other eye. Roll, squash, roll. But off flies the fly. My, oh my, tiny little fly. Tiny little fly sees some stripy paws. It's a great big tiger and settles on her claws. Great big tiger winks one eye, says to herself, I'm going to catch that fly. Great big tiger winks the other eye. Swoop, snatch, swoop, but off flies the fly. Great big elephant. Tramp, crush, tramp. Great big hippo. Roll, squash, roll. Great big tiger. Swoop, snatch, swoop. And tiny little fly. Fly, fly, fly. Tiny little fly winks one eye. See you all soon. Bye, everyone. Bye. That's a fun book, isn't it? Okay, this next song is about the different insects and bugs that we see outside. So I'm going to hold the picture of the insect or bug, and I'm going to put it on our flannel board right here, and we're going to sing about them. So this first one, can you see what it is? It's a firefly, and we can see them really well at night. So the fireflies at night go blink, 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 blink. The fireflies at night go blink, blink, blink out in the garden. The bees in the flowers go buzz, 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 buzz. The bees in the flowers go buzz, buzz, buzz out in the garden. Okay, who's next? The crickets in the fields go chirp, 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 chirp. The crickets in the field go chirp, chirp, chirp out in the garden. The caterpillars on the leaves go munch, 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 munch. The caterpillars on the leaves go munch, munch, munch out in the garden. The spiders in the bush spin their webs, spin their webs, spin their webs. The spiders in the bush spin their webs out in the garden. The worms on the ground wiggle and squirm, wiggle and squirm, wiggle and squirm. The worms on the ground wiggle and squirm out in the garden. Great job. Yeah, we see lots. We're going to start to see lots and lots of bugs outside. And I don't know about you, but in my garden, I am seeing lots and lots of little bunnies. So we're going to read a funny book. and it is called Creepy Pair of Underwear, and it is written by Reynolds, and the pictures are by Peter Brown. Creepy Pair of Underwear. Jasper Rabbit needed new underwear. On Thursday, Mom took him to the underwear store and grabbed the last 3 packages of plain white. But as they headed for the checkout, Jasper spotted them. Creepy underwear, so creepy, so comfy. They were glorious. Mom, can we get these? Jasper pleaded. I think they're a little too creepy, said Mom. They're not creepy. They're cool, said Jasper. I'm not a little bunny anymore. I'm a big rabbit now. Mom agreed to buy 1 pair. That night, Jasper wore his cool, new underwear to bed. Do you want me to leave the hallway light on? Asked Dad. Dad, I'm not a little bunny anymore, said Jasper. I'm a big rabbit now. His dad shut the door, and that's when Jasper noticed the underwear glowed. A ghoulish, greenish glow. He closed his eyes. He pulled up the covers. He buried his face in his pillow. But it didn't help. He could still see that ghoulish, greenish glow. Jasper leaped out of bed and put on a pair of plain white. He stuffed the creepy underwear into the bottom of his laundry hamper. He finally fell asleep. But when he got up the next day, he was wearing the creepy underwear. Jasper threw them into the garbage can. He was still a big rabbit. He wasn't scared or anything. But he was done with scary underwear. After school, Jasper was doing his homework when he heard it. A scratchy, scraping sound coming from his dresser. He opened the drawer and they were back, staring at him with that ghoulish, greenish glow. He snatched the creepy underwear out of the drawer. He grabbed a big envelope and some stamps. Bye-bye, scary underwear, he said, dropping the package in the mailbox. He was sending his underwear to China. When he opened the front door the next morning, there they were. And were those chopsticks? His creepy pair of underwear had somehow returned from China, and it had brought back souvenirs. Jasper grabbed his mom's good sewing scissors. She didn't like him using them, but this was an underwear emergency. This time, the creepy underwear were gone for good. At bedtime, he slowly opened his underwear drawer. Nothing, just plain white undies. He searched under his bed. He shook out his lampshades. Phew! There was no sign of creepy underwear. He went into the bathroom to comb his ears. They were back! What's the matter with you? His mom asked. You're so jittery lately. Nothing, he yelped. A grown rabbit couldn't be terrified of his underpants. He seized the underwear. He snagged a shovel from the garage and rode. He didn't stop pedaling until he reached Creekhanger Hill. Jasper began to dig. He dug until his hole was dark and deep and 100% underwear proof. He dropped the underwear in. They gleamed from the bottom, that ghoulish greenish glow. But not for long. When he got home, Jasper crept up to his dresser. They couldn't be in there. There was no way, right? He reached for the handle. He peeked in. Nothing, just plain white. Jasper smiled and turned out the light. There was just one problem. It was really dark in there, even for a big rabbit. Jasper turned on the light. He looked at his non-glowy pair of plain white, and he knew what he had to do. The creepy underwear were a little muddy, but they still filled the room with that gentle greenish glow. The next day, Jasper gathered his allowance money and went to the underwear store all by himself, just like a big rabbit. That night, Jasper wasn't scared at all. As he lay down to sleep, he smiled, and so did his underwear, because they had finally found somebody who wasn't scared of creepy underwear. The end. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's story time. Now it's time for our goodbye song. And to say goodbye, we take our hand and we say goodbye. And to say friend, we still take one friend here, and they give each other a hug. Okay. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. See you next time.